You've now entered the chat.
You can hear
Okay.
me?
hmm
Okay, cool.
Excellent. Oh my God, I don't have a drink. Do you have a drink?
I just poured one before we started.
Okay, Brandon, you introduce yourself and myself, and
Okay, wait, I haven't
I'm
not poured
gonna
it.
pull
I
you
just
and
totally
you talk
lied.
to the people.
Okay, I'm gonna pour myself a drink then.
Okay, cool. I'll be right back. It's literally just to my fridge. So 2 seconds.
Okay, yes. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Chat Club. I hope everybody had a great little vacation. Um, yeah, my vacation was great. We'll get into all of that. And yeah, so we've been gone. It's been 2 weeks, and I think Faith and I are ready to tell each other what happened because her and I, like, we talk all the time, but we just, like, we save some things for the pod. And yeah, we're
Right.
just super, super excited to oh, heard that. Heard that.
Pop the cork.
Pop. And then yeah, so we're super, 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 super excited. Oh, she's drinking red
Absolutely.
wine.
God, that's good.
God, that's
That
good.
is fantastic.
That is so good.
Over the weekend, I was in Kansas.
Mm-hmm.
I just got back Sunday night,
Mm-hmm.
and we were at this like get together of friends and family, and they offered me this expensive red wine. And I'm not one if it's expensive and it's people who I've never spoken to until that night. I'm not going to be like,
Mm-hmm.
you got any Moscato, like some sweet wine? I'm not a person to, be picky. So I'll be like, yeah, sure, pour me a glass. And it
Right.
was pretty good. It was actually really good because the only dry red wines I've ever had are probably like not more than like $12, you know?
Yeah.
This stuff is definitely more than $12.
Oh
And I
my
was drinking,
God.
it was pretty good. And I only went through one glass, and that lasted me like a couple of hours. I was just sipping on it.
Mm-hmm.
And we were getting ready to leave, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna go use the restroom, and then we can leave. And of course, I look at myself in the mirror because I always have to look at myself in the mirror, just like I'm always looking
Right.
at myself in the
Me,
camera.
always, always. That's Paris Hilton says.
Um,
It's a
so
crime
I looked in
never,
the
it's a crime
mirror,
to
and
walk past a mirror. No. Sorry. Okay, go on.
I
Sorry.
know, and it's okay, it's okay. I was also good. I was also smiling to make sure I had nothing in my teeth. And when I do, my teeth are just fucking purple. It looked like I was sucking on like a grape sucker for hours.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah,
even
that
the
happens.
outline of like my lipstick and my lips were
Uh-huh.
bright dark purple.
It's like a
And
great
it
lip
literally looked,
stain.
yeah. And I was like, oh my God, I look like a fucking psycho. And when I'm drinking wine, I'm chatty, I'm laughing, I'm smiling. So I'm just like, I probably looked so fucking stupid. And I looked over, and when I came out, I was saying goodbye, and I was trying to keep like my mouth closed as much as I can, just smiling without my teeth and stuff.
I've
And
been
I get
there.
in the car, I'm like, Jamie, I was like, Jamie, why didn't you say anything? And she's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, my teeth are like practically fucking black, like tar. Like, what the fuck? She's like, oh, I didn't even notice. And I'm like, don't you fucking lie to me. Don't you
That is
dare.
hilarious.
Oh my God. So that was my first time uh really having the effects of good red wine in my mouth, like the color,
Yeah.
stuff like that. I thought
Right.
they were just gonna make them like a little bit more yellow because people say it'll stain your teeth and make them yellow. So I'm like, yeah, whatever. But not like nasty looking like I'm fucking homeless. Like,
Right. So
I don't
real.
know.
So I definitely think that we should talk about Nashville, and like what
Yes.
happened. Um, like it's just like there was a shooting in Nashville at a private school, and um, it's just so
Yeah, there was
sad.
this. Yeah, it was a 28-year-old woman. And they say
Hmm.
that she used to be a student there. She may have been a student there. It's not, I don't know if it's for sure
Yeah.
been clarified if she was or not. Um,
Yeah.
but she went in there. full force with so many rifles and all these other kinds of and handguns and all that crap. The whole thing lasted 14 minutes
Oh
until
my
the SWAT team
God.
came and ended things.
Th- yeah, there's like footage now, and it's just like
And
really, really sad. And
yeah,
um,
they were
I
showing
just
kids hand in hand, like hopping onto buses to go meet up with their parents, like blocks away
that
from
is
the
so,
school.
so
And it
sad.
was just so heartbreaking. Yeah.
It's just so sad and just like breaks my heart. And like my heart is like for Nashville right now. And like as a step parent, I could not fathom um the pain and terror that the parents are feeling, like let alone like the children who are just so young,
Yeah.
and to have to like live and like experience like such a traumatic thing and like a very tragic thing is just very, very
Right.
heartbreaking. And all I can like hope for is like change. And
Yeah.
um hopefully, you know, like I don't know, it's just so fucking sad.
I genuinely think like assault rifles should not be a common thing to just purchase out of the blue.
Yeah, agreed.
That's
So
just me.
yeah,
Um,
it's just really
but
sad. I think
the
that
kids
like
who,
yeah,
yeah, the kids who tragically lost their lives, they were all of 9 years old. And to think like that's how old Leah was when you met her, when you
I
first met
know.
her.
It's
Like
just
that's
like it's hard to even fathom.
absolutely, yeah.
It's just hard to
Um,
fathom. It makes me angry. Um, makes me really sad. And
it also just makes you question about what makes someone think about doing that kind of a thing just out of the
right,
blue.
right.
Um, yeah, I don't know.
I know, it's really sad.
But yes, our hearts and our thoughts go out to all the families out there and everyone who's just grieving about this tragic incident.
Yeah, same. But we're here and we're putting on a good show for you guys to kind of hopefully bring
Hmm.
light to your day. Um,
Yeah,
and
it's not a
hopefully
distraction.
just a little, yeah, just a little distraction from um all the
The bad news
tragedy,
out there.
yeah, bad news, darkness
Hmm.
that we constantly live in. Um,
Hmm.
but hopefully we'll do our jobs and like make people laugh and put a smile on their face and just,
Yeah, absolutely.
yeah,
That's all
absolutely.
what we really can do, you know?
I know that's the goal. That's the goal.
That's that's the
Yeah,
meaning of this pod, you know?
true.
Smiles, laughs.
So I
But
have
how was Mexico?
Mexico was great. Mexico was great.
Yeah.
It was it was like a long trip, and like I
Really?
just feel like yeah, like it was 10 days in Mexico, and like
Uh-huh.
which is like amazing. Like what a privilege. Loved it. But it's like I feel like
Hmm.
the older I get, the less time I want to be away from home.
Really?
Yeah, like I'm like 10 days is still a lot. Like it was like day 4 and I'm like, oh, man, I could like go home right now. So, I don't know. It's just like
Yeah.
a lot of traveling in a short period of time. Like Blaine and I are leaving for Florida
Right.
tomorrow, and we're gonna be gone for a week. And
Yeah.
like we just have like a lot of stuff going on here in
Hmm.
Iowa City, and it's just like it's just
Right.
busy. We're just like really, really, really busy. But Mexico was beautiful. We went to Puerto Vallarta, and it was kind of crazy because we rented a car as we always do in Mexico. Blaine loves to drive
Hmm.
around in Mexico, but like this trip was a little different. Like there's a lot more traffic, a lot more people, and like driving there seems like way more dangerous than like normal.
Oh, really?
So, yeah.
Wow.
So, it was just like interesting.
Hmm.
But it was good. Like the resort was good, the food was delicious. Margaritas were delicious. That was my drink of choice. Um, and yeah, we got back a few like last week, Monday. So
Yeah.
This whole week it's been like trying to play catch up. Like I did so much laundry,
Right.
like cleaning the
Oh,
house.
that's the worst
Um,
part about coming back from
yeah,
vacation is laundry.
right. And like I want to like tell you guys the story real quick. So,
Ooh. Okay.
no, so we had a house sitter, right? So we had a house sitter watching the dogs, taking care of the house and
Right.
everything. And
Mm-hmm.
she's fabulous. I love her. She's so sweet. And we're like on day like seven or eight, and I get a text from her, and she goes, "Hey, um, so the fish tank downstairs, because we have a fish tank, and it's
Yeah.
huge. It's like I don't even know how many gallons is it, but it's a lot. And
Mm.
we had like Oscars in it, and like little, I don't know, they were like big fish. I don't know. And she goes, "Hey, so like, do I think the fish are napping?" And I'm like, what do you
Huh?
mean? And she goes, yeah, like the fish are like turned over and like just turn like chilling in the tank. And I'm like, oh, and she goes, I've been feeding them every day like you told me to. I've been feeding them. I've been like, and I'm like, okay, no, it's a cool, it's cool, it's cool. Um, and I'm like, have you been putting water in the tank? And she goes, no. And I'm like, oh, understood, understood. And I'm like, and she goes, you didn't tell me to. Like, I like, let me look at the notes real quick because I wrote her like a ton of things to do just so she
Uh-huh.
knew. And she's
Yeah.
like, yeah, you didn't write it. I was like, okay, totally my fault. The fish tank needs about like 2 gallons of water in it daily to like run properly. And basically, like, there was no oxygen going into the tank. And so like all the fish were dying. And when like all the fish were dying, they were like releasing toxins into the tank. And so like it was killing other
Right.
fish. And like I'm like, how does the fish tank smell? And she goes, disgusting. And I'm like, I am so sorry. So we sent like one of Blaine's friends over to like take out all the fish and kind of deal with it. And
Oh
he was like,
God.
yeah, it was so gross. And so like he was like, I took out a ton of fish. I don't know if you have any more. And I'm like, oh my God, I feel so bad. Like that's just so sad. Like it's just so sad. Like ugh, one screw up and like I
You come
just killed
home
it.
to an empty fish tank.
Yeah, like I make
Oh
one
my
screw up and I
God.
killed like my whole tank. And um
I had no idea you
Blake,
had to add water to it daily. That's
yeah, like
wild.
that thing just like it just takes so much water. And it's just
I thought
something
like
that I like
whatever water's in there, it just filters it. Or you just have
yeah,
to clean
it
it
like
like once
filters.
a week.
It's just so dry in our house that like it just the water evaporates so fast.
Right. Yeah, it's really dry in my
So
house. I like touch everything and it shocks me so
shocks,
badly.
yeah. And I felt so bad. And so we came home and like the fish tank was disgusting. Um so Blaine and I took like a whole evening taking out rocks, taking out like draining the water, refilling the tank, cleaning the tank, um and like washing the rocks, putting the rocks back in. Blaine's really been doing all of it. I've just kind of been supporting him throughout his journey.
That's what I would be
And
doing too. You're doing
yeah,
great, honey.
yeah, right. But we're gonna try it one more time, and hopefully it works out this time, and
So,
hopefully I don't forget to not put water in it.
yeah, so when you're in Florida next week, is there going to be someone adding water to it?
So funny story, we're not actually getting fish until we get back.
Okay, that's a good idea.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
That's a
yeah,
good
yeah. I
idea.
don't want to like get
Are
fish
you
and kill them.
right? Um, are you gonna get around like the same type of fish, like how you did the last
No.
round?
Mm-mm. So the thing about
I
like
was
the fish that we had, they were like really mean. They all hated each other, and
the fish eat fish world, you know?
yeah, it really was. And we had three Oscars, and they like start out like little babies and like an inch long,
Mm-hmm.
and then they like can grow up to like 13 inches, and they're
Jesus.
huge. Yeah, they're huge and they're heavy, and
They
they're like
belong in a pond.
right. But like once they get to a certain size, you have to remove them from the tank because they get very territorial.
Right.
And they were to the
Ooh.
size where like they
Okay.
weren't to like 13 inches yet, but like they were to the size where we had to remove the tank. And it was like this one Oscar like kept beating up the other one, and then like within 2 days it died, and then there was only two Oscars left, and then the one Oscar was like beating up the other Oscar again. And so like 2 days, I was like trying to like around here like to take an Oscar to like to the place where you like can trade one in or just give it to an animal place. You have to make an appointment, and so like yeah, it's wild. So I just like didn't. There wasn't enough time to like tank. Yeah, I don't know. It was a whole thing. So we'll not be getting those fish again
That's
because they were
probably
just
for the
mean.
best.
Yeah, I mean the one was
Oh my
mean, but
God.
he ruined it for everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
God. I saw that you all got your nails done in Mexico and some
yeah.
things. And I saw Abby. She got tell them what she did for her nails.
Oh yeah. So she got the Taylor Swift eras nails. So if you guys haven't heard, Taylor Swift started her eras tour. And it's so iconic. This woman is crazy. Her show is 3 hours and 15 minutes long. She performs
Oh my
from
gosh.
40, yeah, she performs 44 to 46 songs a night. And there's no
Damn.
break. She takes no breaks during her set.
My God. That like strains my vocal cords just thinking about it.
It's she is like crazy,
Wow.
and like she's doing like it's the Eras tour, and she's doing all her eras, like
Right.
all albums, and it's just like it's so magical. I don't know how you can keep yourself from not seeing spoilers, because like everywhere on social media is just like all Taylor Swift, and which I would love, but I'm gonna go see her in June. So like I really wanted to like keep things as a surprise, like a
Hello.
little, yeah. Um,
A little treat to
a
yourself.
little treat, but like I can't. I mean, I haven't listened to any song, so I don't know what she sounds like. But I like seen stuff on Twitter and stuff, and it looks like the show looks incredible. I'm so excited.
My God. I want to explain to everyone if you are not watching this, I'm going to explain what Brandon's facial expressions are when he talks about Taylor Swift. Um, he like literally without the spotlight that he has on him, he just lit up the whole room just by
I
thinking about Taylor Swift.
I love this woman. This woman is such a music genius. Like she is just incredible, and she has helped me through so much heartbreak. And um like that girl's been there for me, and
She's a hero. She's a hero
she
of
really
yours.
is. And she's just so fucking good. I just don't know how else to explain it. She's just so fucking good at what she does. And she is just so like she has that icon flavor about her, and I really
Flavor.
I love
Ooh,
her.
I like that.
Yeah, I love her. She's just so fucking cool. I'm like a
I
total
love
fucking
your
Swiftie.
yeah, I love that you are comfortable in saying that you are a total Swiftie.
A
I
one
admire you
thousand
for that.
percent, 1,000%. I will.
I
I'll
think
knock a
I
bitch
think I
out.
think she's wonderful. Yeah, I think she's wonderful. She definitely has talent. Um, I just don't listen to her very much, but that's just me. I'm not against it.
Hmm.
I think she's amazing. She truly is. She's like one
Right.
of the nicest human beings on this earth,
Oh my
just
God.
like
Yeah, I
Selena
know.
Gomez and
And
so
they're
many
best
others.
friends.
I know, so it honestly just makes sense.
Makes
It's a
sense.
given.
I
Yeah,
know.
remember when Selena Gomez went through that phase of her and Demi Lovato being absolute best friends, and everyone's like, "Oh my God, you're the Demi to my Selena," and I'm like,
Yeah.
and it lasted like 2 years.
And then Demi started doing drugs, and Selena was like, "No, I can't be a part of
Yeah,
this."
yeah, and then she started dating Justin Bieber, and then they just went their own ways.
Yeah,
Did you
like
see
Demi also
that
doesn't
comment
like.
that she's just mad at everything?
True.
Like nothing makes her happy. I saw this I was reading this article and it was Demi Lovato was like hating on this like candy store or something like that. Oh, it's a
Oh, the
frozen
ice cream
yogurt place.
shop. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, and it said that they have all these options for, health concerns, like gluten-free, dairy-free, all
Sugar
that shit.
free.
And then yeah, they had this one specific section that said sugar-free or 0 calorie or something like that. And she like took it to Instagram saying, "Oh my God, places like this are reasons why there's so many wait, what is it? What is it called? Why there's so many eating disorders in the world and people aren't comfortable with their body because people post this in their stores. Like because we don't need sugar in our lives. Like this is bullshit." She just started going on and on about this. And the store clapped back saying, "We have many other things. It's for people who have
Or
who are like
diabetic.
diabetic. Yeah,
Yeah.
or people who want different things. Like there's all different kinds of things. It's not just purely just sugar free and they're hating on people who like sugar. Like it's stupid. And that's kind of
I
where my
know.
like love for Demi Lovato has faded very much.
I was always like team Demi Lovato. I was like there for her. I was like, this is amazing. This is
Right.
amazing. Um, it's just like,
Mm.
because she is so good. Like, her
She
vocals are
is. She's a
insane.
wonderful singer.
Her
Oh my
music is
God, yeah.
so good. Um, it's
Absolutely.
just like her person,
Her
is just
views
like
and stuff like that.
very concerning. I like just need to know who are her like friends. Like, are they really like
Right.
I don't know. She
Like
yeah.
she has had a very difficult life. I mean, when she came
Oh,
out
for
with that
sure.
song talking about when she was dating Wilmer, I forget his
Oh
last
yeah,
name. Vasquez?
29.
I don't know.
Yeah, 29.
Yeah, like that's heartbreaking to hear. And but it's a beautiful
Sad.
song. It really
Beautiful
makes you
song.
think and stuff like
I
that.
loved that album.
Um,
Holy Fuck album was so good.
hmm But there was that one song. I played for my guitar, I played for my piano. And she like sung it in front of all this huge
Oh,
crowd for the very first time.
what
I don't
song
remember the
was
name
that?
of
She
it.
sang it. I don't know. I don't want to say maybe she sang it at the Grammys.
I think so. And it was like her
What
very first
song
time
was
like
that?
performing again after a
I'm gonna
while.
look it up.
And she had an absolute standing ovation from that song because it was so powerful. Like it made everyone just feel
I'm
so
looking it up
much.
right now because I can't see it. Oh, it was part of her.
I have it on
I'm
my
gonna look at
Spotify, but I wouldn't even know where to
singles.
look.
I'm looking at singles right now. Um,
I
oh,
mean, yes, I
anyone.
can't forget about.
Yeah, she sang
Oh,
it at the
that's it.
Grammys. Yeah, she sang at the Grammys in
Yep.
2020.
That was a powerful thing. That was a powerful
So
piece.
good. Yeah, so good.
Man, I think that was right before the pandemic hit too. So it's like that definitely didn't help anyone's depression, let alone hers, you know?
Real, real.
Mm.
So real.
But
So how was your little
anyway,
vacation?
it was good. We left Thursday afternoon, got there late Thursday night, and then left Thursday afternoon. And it's an 8-hour drive. We
Mm.
drove all through Iowa. Could have stopped and said hi, but we didn't. We didn't have time. But that was the longest part of the trip, is driving straight across Iowa. I'm like, Jesus Christ, I already fucking hate this state just because we're in it for 6 hours. Like, okay, also, I would like to say I had no idea where Kansas was on the map. I thought it was down by like Mississippi, like Arkansas area, because I was like, oh my God, should I
Oh.
bring my swimsuit? And my friend Jamie, she's like, Faith, we're just going just like slightly west. It's the same temperature as it is here. And I'm like, what the fuck? Why are we going on vacation then? What the hell is this?
Yeah, what's the point?
Like they didn't, right? But then while we were there at home, they like got a whole foot of snow. So I'm like, at least we missed that.
Oh my
But
God.
the
Yeah, I
very
saw
first night we
that.
went down, the very first night we went down, everyone in Wisconsin got to see the Northern Lights. And I'm like, of course, the one fucking time I leave the state, something cool happens. I
I
was
know
so
we could see it
disgusted.
here too, but you had to drive. You had to
Really?
drive to like Cedar Rapids to see it. Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Is that where you guys usually fly out of?
Yeah, Cedar Rapids.
Okay, I thought so. Someone was
Yeah.
asking me where you usually fly out of since you live in Iowa City, and I'm like, I think it's Cedar Rapids. That's in Iowa, right? They're like, yeah. I'm like, okay. And that's there's an airport there, and they're like, yeah. I'm like, okay, I think that's the one.
Okay, that's it. Yeah, we usually fly
I'm
out
like,
of Cedar Rapids or Moline.
Molian, that's a fun name.
Moline, Illinois.
Oh,
It's like
also
40
it's not in
minutes
Iowa.
away, 45 minutes away. Yeah.
I Oh, really? Oh, I
Mm-hmm.
am terrible with geography. Like, absolutely horrible. I just found out like a month ago that Alaska isn't just like right above Washington. It's like way up in like
Oh,
Canada, on the edge of
yeah,
Canada.
yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah, 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 yeah.
I thought it was just slightly above Washington because that's where we
It's
always saw
like,
it in the map. It was just like in the
do you
box right there.
do you want to know something that's more wild?
It's really close to Russia. It's
It's
just a couple miles away from Russia. Yeah, if you look on the other side of the globe, they're like
it's
almost
by
touching.
Japan.
But also Russia.
What are you talking about? I
I
have to
swear
look
to
this
God,
up.
it's true.
I
We were
have to
on
look this
Google
up.
Maps. We
I
were on
have to
Google
look this
Maps, and
up.
I was like, because it was like the longest part of Alaska where there's just a couple of islands, and then right next to it are just another tiny little two islands, and that's Russia. And I'm
Girl,
like,
you are.
what in the hell?
Oh, like Russia territory?
Yeah. And then Hawaii isn't just like a little bit away from the US. It's like really far away. And then I also found
Yeah.
out that Moana, the Disney princess, is not Hawaiian. She's Polynesian. Like, what the heck?
Oh, I
I
guess
didn't
it's
even know
not that
what
close.
Polynesian
You
was.
are. Wait, why am I so wrong? You're so right.
I only knew this because we were literally on Google Maps on the TV for fun, and they were quizzing me of where things were, and I was dead wrong. I had
You are
no
so right.
idea.
It's right next to Russia.
Yeah, isn't that wild?
Oh,
We have a state of our country closer to Russia than our own like basic mass of the country. Like
I'm like,
that's blowing my mind.
I'm looking at Japan. It's not even close to you in Japan. It's not even close to Japan. Oh, if you fly to Australia, yeah, okay, I understand. God, the world is so
I
crazy.
don't know, but seriously, like my world got turned upside down. Pun intended. Get it? Like world because
So real. I'm like looking at it. I'm like, that does not look right.
That's
It
what
doesn't
I
look.
said. I'm like, are
It
you
just.
sure this is right? As we're on
I don't
Google
know.
Maps, I'm like, I don't think
Yeah.
we got the right version.
What has this? What's the last time this was updated?
I know, like seriously. Are you sure this
Oh
is
my
a
god,
scam?
that's
Like,
so
come
funny.
on.
That is
No, but
too good.
did you know about the Moana thing? She wasn't Hawaiian,
What was she?
right? She's Polynesian. That's nothing about Hawaii. Yeah,
Why is that? What? But she
I
was
know.
in
And like
Hawaii,
those are
no?
also islands. I think those islands are also over by like the Russia Alaska thing. Or they're more down by Australia. I don't remember, but I know it's not Hawaiian. And I'm like,
It would have to be
but
like
it looks
more
like
next to
Hawaii.
Australia. Because it would have to be like southern,
Yeah. Very
like south.
tropical. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. But I was just
Oh,
completely bamboozled about that whole thought.
bamboozled. That's a good word.
And now you are too. Now we're both completely
Now we're on
bamboozled.
the same page.
Well, gotta need a drink.
I know, same. All this thinking about geography, it hurts the brain.
I mean, Who would have thought we were going to be talking about this shit on our pod?
I know. That's so funny. That is
All
so
the
funny.
listeners are going to be like listening to us. All our
They're like,
listeners are going to be
this
listening
is the
to us
comeback.
talk.
This is the comeback video or podcast. This is it. Okay. This is what we came for.
And they're going to be like, they're like, how the fuck did they not know where Alaska was?
So true. I've
Also,
never
I have
met
no idea
anyone
where
from
Ohio
Alaska.
is.
It's
Me either.
right next
I
to
don't know where
Indiana.
Ohio. Maybe I'm getting confused with Idaho. Those are all like states I don't understand.
Idaho is
Okay.
west.
Is that by that's by like Oregon or Oregon?
Are you okay?
No. I feel like I'm back in 7th grade geography class, just stressed out. And my
That is
teacher's like,
so
just
funny.
draw the map. And I'm like, I don't understand how.
I know. I hated that
I
when they like told
remember-
you to draw the map. I hated that.
I remember when we were freshmen and we were in whatever, American government, I think it's called.
Mm-hmm.
And they were like, now you need to learn all the states and their capitals. And I'm just like, what the fuck? Why do we need to know this? This is not important. And the only one I can really tell you, aside from like my state, which is Wisconsin, was Montana because it's Helena, Montana. And obviously I pinpointed that to Hannah, Montana. So that helped me out.
True.
That was my clue.
So true.
And I think New North Dakota is a Bismarck like a donut, so I got that one right too.
Like the donut.
Yeah. Do you think that's where they came from?
Probably.
Huh.
Who knows?
I don't know. What else do you want to talk about besides random shit that we're talking about right now?
I don't know. I don't really. I just like thought that this episode could just be like us talking about what we've been up to.
Yeah.
And yeah, like while we've been gone. I'm trying to think of like crazy things that have happened since the last time we talked.
Yeah, well, Lindsay Lohan's a mom, and we posted it on her social media because, like,
oh
we
my god, I
can't
forgot.
not talk about it.
Yes, I forgot. She
Yeah.
posted a picture of like a onesie.
The onesie, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. I think I sent it to you, and
So
I'm like,
good.
holy shit, Brandon.
I know. And then I was like, I have to put this on the. If you guys are not following the Chat Club on Instagram, you are missing out. We were active on there while we took our little short break. And oh my god, Sammy, sweetheart, is coming back to Jersey Shore. That is something for me because I love Jersey Shore. And her coming back is like crazy. She has not appeared on a show for over 10 years. So yeah, her comeback is like a pretty big deal.
Yeah. I saw this. Yeah. Speaking of Jersey Shore, it just like popped into my head because I was on Facebook today and I saw someone make this post saying, you know what? When I have a kid, they're not going to fucking watch Coco Melon. Bitch, they're going to fucking watch Jersey Shore with me.
So real. so real. It honestly was so like that's gonna be in history books. Jersey Shore. It's gonna go down in history. It's so good. Yeah, I don't know.
God. Yeah, Lindsay Lohan's 36, I think going on 37, and she has a baby now. Or I mean, she's gonna have a baby.
So excited.
Do you think it's her who's carrying it, or do you think she has a surrogate?
Probably a surrogate.
Yeah. I don't know if
knowing
her body
her
can really take having a baby.
Yeah, like knowing her, then also like knowing that like Hollywood, like that's the thing to do right now is like have a surrogate.
Right. Well, also being pregnant, you also I don't know what her recovery is like for being a drug addict and shit like that. I mean, was she really counted as a drug addict?
Yeah, like definitely. Like she definitely considers herself an addict. I don't think you're ever not an addict. Once you start.
Because Because when
Yeah.
I mean, obviously you're going to be on pain pills and,
Hmm.
epidural medicine and stuff. And I don't know if she would take any of that or if she could or if she would even want to try that. So maybe she is doing a surrogate because
Right.
of that. That's just my thought on it. I
I
don't know.
don't know. I don't know. I do remember, speaking of Lindsay Lohan, I don't know why it triggered this, but like last week, Amanda
Uh-huh.
Bynes was put into a psychiatric rehabilitation center because she was found wandering the streets of downtown Los Angeles nude
Oh God.
by herself in broad daylight. And some like really, really nice guy like pulled over and like got her into the car, and then she called 911. And yeah, that's so sad.
Amanda, we love you. We
I
don't
know, I
want to see
love
you
her
this
so
way.
much. I love her so much, and I just like want her to get the help she needs. I think like I honestly
Like,
truly think that like her coming back to television or movies like is so out of the picture. Like it's so
yeah.
not going to
Yeah.
happen. Um, I just like want this girl to be okay.
Like, I know everyone was all for Britney Spears to get better and to do well for herself.
Right.
People need to pull together and do that for Amanda Bynes. Like, she needs that kind of
Yep.
support too now.
Agreed. Agreed.
Because she's
Agreed.
going through
Agreed.
her Britney moment and
Right.
I think it might even pass the Britney moment at this point.
Um, yeah, for sure. Brittany was never like
I
that.
don't know.
But like her parents also decided to not renew the conservatorship that they have on her. So she really is gonna like be left alone, and I just like, man, I don't know.
You know what? Who has always been good though?
Hmm.
Hillary Duff.
Love her.
Hillary Duff.
Do you watch How I Met Your
She did
Father?
struggle. I don't have Hulu, so I don't. But I did
Oh, I
try
haven't.
watching it.
I watched the first few episodes and then like never I like lost interest. So I think I
Yeah,
should give it a chance again.
I know, but
It got renewed for a second season, and this
nothing.
season 2 has 22 episodes.
Oh damn! I know
Yeah.
Barney from How I Met Your Mother is made an appearance onto this season.
He was
Um,
doing it this week or next.
Neil
Oh yeah, he's
Patrick
coming
Harris.
back.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's coming back, and he's
Oh.
for this season too. So he's on either this week's or last week's. Yeah, so
Oh,
like
okay.
they got his support.
Um, the guy. Oh man. I was seeing this thing on Hillary Duff's Instagram, and she took this picture of like her and her son were in this like school gymnasium. I don't know
Yeah,
if he's like playing basketball, if they were there to see a basketball game, but could you imagine being in school and you just see freaking Hillary Duff there, just dressed as like a typical normal sporty mom? Like,
I would lose my shit.
how is she just so normal about that? Like,
I don't know. She says I was watching her
because there's,
on Josh Peck's podcast.
oh, I need to listen to that because I saw clips of it and it looked really interesting.
Yeah. And she is just like she lives a very normal life.
Right.
She goes, I
Like
just
she
live a
said that
very
when she
normal
went to the
life.
Oscars or whatever with her husband, they're like, "Yep, the one night out."
Yeah, literally. Do you know what's so
Um,
funny? Josh Peck's podcast is with Ben, and Ben is married to Claudia from The Toast.
really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Isn't that cool?
They got some good connections, I think.
Connections. Yeah, for
Oh my
sure.
God. So we should talk about MGK and Megan
MGK and
Fox.
Megan. Okay, so I haven't heard anything about it, so you have to like let me know what
Right.
happened.
Okay, so apparently, a very close friend or colleague of theirs told Us Weekly that they're on a break right now. And if they were to get together, it would have to be like some kind of wild breakthrough for that to happen, for them to work it out. So,
Oh, so they're
and
done.
yeah, and I checked her Instagram, there's no post. There's nothing. She wiped it
Oh,
all
they are
clean.
done.
Yeah. So,
Yikes.
I mean, do you blame her for not wanting to be with
No,
him? He's kind of interesting and a little wild. By
I
little, I mean
definitely
a
do
lot.
not blame her. I definitely do not blame her. He's kind of
Like,
crazy.
I can understand.
No?
Well, yeah, he's like passionate, like very, very hardcore passionate about something when it's on one thing, like how he was with Megan. He was all
Mm-hmm.
in. But
Yeah.
then I feel like once he like is back on tour and he's doing lots of crazy shit, like obviously his
Right.
attention is like not full on
Somewhere
her.
else.
And I feel like she's a
Yeah.
person who is very, very in love with the thought of him being all in
Mm-hmm.
around that like certain time period for that whole year that they were together,
Right.
thinking like, yes, this is going to be forever. And then I'm sure when he started smashing beer bottles on his fucking face and being all fucking stupid and making comments about
Yeah.
younger girls, saying he'd love to hop in bed with them, like kind of makes you rethink
Yikes. That is
if you
so
want to spend your whole
cringe.
life with them, you know?
That
Yeah.
is so cringe.
Also, I completely forgot that she has three children. I think three sons. Yeah. Because she was married
Oh
to
yeah, with Brian Austin
David
Green.
Silverman. Yeah, and he played David Silverman in 90210. So he does.
90210. Yeah.
Honestly,
What a
I
great
hope she
show.
goes back to him because he is so fucking hot. She should just stay with him forever. They've
That
broken
is
up
so
once
funny.
before. They've gotten back together. They can do it again.
They could do it again.
Yeah, and I think
That's a hot
I
take, I
think
feel.
they should. Yeah, Megan, if you're listening, which I would fucking shit my pants if you were listening, because I cannot believe you would ever stoop that
That
low.
is so funny.
um, please get back together with Brian Austin Green. That is
That is
all.
so funny. That is it, I think. Thank you guys so much for listening. Thank you guys so much for watching if you're watching on YouTube. Um, Faith and I will be back next week. I will be back from Florida and we will recap that and we'll be back with like the bigger pop culture moments that happen within the
Yeah,
week.
absolutely.
And I cannot wait to do this again.
Yes, it's been real, y'all.
Okay,
All right.
bye y'all.
Night. Bye
Peace.
bye.
Cheers.